Alright, hey there, Prox Gaming Crew, and this is Proxify here, and welcome back to Ni No Kuni, the Wrath of the White Witch Let's Play. If you did miss out during the last one, well, we got the special food for the soulmate of Layla, known as Lola, and now she is like, I want to say like the head person that kind of runs around here within this kingdom. She's the Cowlipha of this place. Now, we also do have to go and speak out over here to a bull, which he's also the assistant that also does help out with Lola around within this area. Now, I want to say though, is that now, this Lola person kind of almost has like somewhat of a big mom type of personality, because if you guys are going to probably be seeing throughout here within this episode, is that once we go and pass along with this big huge hunk of cheese, she's going to be wanting more and more of this type of cheese. Now, we're going to kind of figure out that later on that Drippy's actually going to be saying something that that apparently that she does have some sort of broken-hearted power that is going on within here, and we have to go and find some sort of restraint type of piece of heart that will help out, well, hopefully at least try to make sure that this type of thing doesn't ever happen again. And if we can go and use that piece of heart to make sure that we can at least get ourselves with the well, with the letter that we do want to go and move and head off into Autumnia, which that's going to be the next big destination. Now, there is going to be a certain kingdom that we are going to head off into, I think, first, heading off into the next area that's going to happen here. And oh my god, I have to say, Oliver has some muscles, man, to go and carry up that big huge cheese. And oh my god, hopefully that Lola doesn't go and eat up with Oliver as well too, because that is very terrifying right there. But oh man. But yeah, the next big kingdom that we have to go and head off into is known as Hamlin, which we'll get more information about that from Lola when we go and take care of everything that's going to happen with her broken-hearted power. Uh-oh. Oh my god, watch out, Oliver. She's going to cause up an earthquake. Now, if you guys ever remember back from One Piece, if you guys remember the Whole Cake Island arc, I want to say that's what happened throughout that arc there with Big Mom. If you guys remember, there was that Saji and Pudding situation where they wanted to like have to get married, and then I think like the chefs that were there for Big Mom wanted to make like some sort of like big huge cake or something, and unfortunately the cake got destroyed, and then she started going on like a rampage and wanted to chase after Luffy because like Luffy was the one that went and completely destroyed the cake that happened when the big huge battle in Whole Cake Island started to happen from there. And that's what I'm literally kind of thinking about what's going to happen here. If we don't give her any other type of other cheese that's going to happen, or at least try to fix out the problem that's going to happen from this way. Now, within these two videos for today, not only are we going to be doing our time out here with Ni No Kuni, but we are going to be jumping on into some more of the water temple, which that's going to be really nice. And we are going to have to go about with a well, I want to say with the mini-boss within that area before we can even go attack with the actual boss of the Water Temple, which that's going to be with Shadow Link, which I want to say that I really do like that Easter egg a lot, because it actually has a little bit of a hidden reference to Link, or as I say, Legend of Zelda 2, I want to say, because that was on the NES, and if you guys have never played through Zelda 2, basically at the very end of the game, you battle out with Shadow Link, and he is a very difficult battle to actually go into with, and I've never actually played through Zelda 2, but I know that from what I've heard is that Shadow Link is very difficult to go and battle throughout that game. And I want to say that there is no Ganondorf in Zelda 2 either, so Shadow Link's like the only like main villain that actually happens throughout there. But yeah, so it looks like we have to go and head back over here to the weapon shop and see if this guy actually knows anything about with this restraint type of piece of heart. Now, unfortunately, he doesn't have anything there, but a bull actually does have that restraint type of power. So we're going to have to go and use our specialty locket and go and use that, and then hopefully try to cure up with Lola. That's going to happen from here as well, too. Okay, so let's go and see what's going to happen here. Now, just want to go and let you guys know as well, too, is that a few days ago, I started to catch up a little bit of like a cold, and I've started to have a little bit like a sore throat, and also getting the sniffles, which that's not all that too fun, if I have to say. Unfortunately, we are starting to get into that time now where it's slowly starting to become into more of a warmer climate now within to the summer, well within to the winter time right now at this point, because I know that we're here within February at this point, and I know that normally sometimes when things start to get a little bit warmer in the winter, my nose actually does not really like it all that too much, and unfortunately I've started to catch a little bit of a certain cold, so just bear in mind if I ever do start like coughing, or if I have to like go and run on over into one of my tissue boxes to just like to blow my nose or something. But I think for right now, I think I should be okay. I've been taking like some other things to make sure that I don't have any type of problems while I'm trying to record throughout my time. Yeah, unfortunately, I can't really go and do a live stream though. However, I did let you guys know about that, I think, on Twitter a little bit a while back. So I know that this video is like all post-recorded and everything, so you guys will be able to go and see this video like not like during the time of like the live stream that's happening, but much later on throughout the time here. But it seems like she's back to normal though, which that's pretty nice. I thought she was gonna probably trip over herself or something. It was gonna like cause a big, huge, earth-shattering type of problem around over here. But I guess we're okay. So we're all good with that. Yeah, so at least we can at least get some sort of reward out of all this, right? It's kind of like what happened with King Tom. You know, we went and bowed out with Hickory Dock, and we were able to get our special reward of a wand, right? So now, since we helped out with the Majesty here, we should be able to now go and get ourselves with hopefully a special reward that's going to happen within our way as well too, and that will be, of course, of getting the borrowing of the ship that we should be able to go and do to land on over to Autumnia at this point in time.
Indeed it can, and we are simply itching to.
And I want to say that probably after by this point, I don't think there's going to be any more time that we're going to be heading back to Mamoon. So it has been like a pretty neat area, I do have to say. Like, I'm not too big on the desert worlds all that too much, but Mamoon, I have to say, is actually somewhat not all that too bad, to be honest with you.
Yes, Your Majesty, if it's not too much trouble.
Well, what is
Come on, Oliver, spit it out already.
We'd like to
There we
borrow
go.
your ship.
Yeah, because we need to have some sort of letter for it, right?
Ooh, a little floaty wooty. Yes, of course. But of course you may borrow it. It is of little
Well, that's pretty nice. So if they're not using it at all, well, we could go and just go and grab it right away then.
Ordering him to help you in any way he can.
Now, at some point throughout here, though, within this episode, well, I know that we are going to start heading back to Castaway Cove, but there is going to be some sort of situation that is going to happen as well, too, once we get ourselves with this letter, because we are going to have to go and see Swaine, and Swaine is going to have some sort of nightmare boss himself, and we'll have to go and challenge out with him within our way. Now again, just like how Rusty's nightmare was all about, very easy boss to go through, not really all that too difficult, to be honest with you.
We asked you a question, did we not?
You better go and ask the question, or better ask the answer though. There, Oliver.
On, man.
Okay. We need to find one of the great sages.
Well, that was what we needed to be looking for a little bit.
The great sages?
Hopefully that she knows at least something about within some of these great sages.
We are aware of them. Abul, we know of them, do we not?
Indeed, most learned Cowlipha. But little has been heard of such men since the magical arts fell from favor.
Oh. So we don't really know if some of them are still going to be alive, or maybe even, like, not even around anymore. I don't really get to see what's going to happen now.
What?
Is something wrong?
Well, that has been our goal all this time, right? Was to battle out with Shadar.
We are not unamused. But we can see that you speak in earnest. Very well. We will tell you what we know.
Okay, well, let's go and see what she has to go and basically tell us some information about then.
There were once 4 great sages. We understand that one of them was defeated by...
Oh, no. Well, could that be our... Oliver's mom, actually? Oh, man.
But we know of one who did not perish.
Huh.
You do?
So I guess this one of these sages we're gonna have to go and meet up with pretty soon.
Hamlin, a detestable and warlike realm.
Well, that doesn't really seem all that too pleasant.
But
Well, if we're gonna have to battle with some of the more bigger baddie enemies that are gonna happen within there, then we have to go and do a little bit of some extra more training beforehand.
of him. A bull?
Crikey, sounds like she's got a bit of a crush on the poor lad.
Well, let's see what this picture's all about. Hey, it looks like the same type of character that we kind of saw at the very beginning of what the intro was all about. So I guess we're gonna finally be able to go and meet up with this character that's gonna happen here a little bit later. Alright, so there we go. So now we got ourselves with the portrait now.
Now, before you take your leave, we shall teach you.
Alright, yes, just like how King Tom kind of went and gave us those special type of spells, we're gonna be able to get some special special spells from what this Cowlipha is gonna be all about from here. Now I think we learned some sort of brand new spell known as Burden, and then there's also like another one as well too, which I can't really remember off the top of my head when I went and played through this episode.
Spells. King Tom undoubtedly has a trick or two up his own kingdom.
Well, we've already seen that already happen.
He sure does. He taught me some real neat magic.
How quaint. We hope that you will find our own still neater. Here.
Well, let's see what we get. So we got ourselves with Nature's Tug, which that just seems really weird. But yeah, there's the Burden spell though.
Oh yeah, man. That's a cracker, that is. A real classic, like.
It's your lucky day, Oliver. Yeah.
May it serve you well.
Yeah, I think we'll probably at least find some sort of importance, I guess, with both of these two. For what these two spells are going to be all about.
Majesty. Thank you, Your Majesty.
Huh. So first of all, we have a Meowjesty and now a Mujesty, which is because like she's more like cow-like in a way. But anyways, we got ourselves with Castaway Cove here, so let's go and move on into this. Okay, so now we're back over here and trying to return. I don't think we're gonna probably go and wear any of our normal clothing out here with the Castaway Cove, because I think for right now we just need to go and try to reach out over to that ship. Whoa! There's that Swaine guy again. Oh, and he already went and stole our letter. Oh, that sneaky guy? Come on, man. That's not cool. Well, let's go and chase after him. But you know what? I don't even think they'll probably even allow him onto the ship anyways, because it'll probably be in the name of having Oliver and Esther's name already written onto that letter, right? So even with Swaine trying to, like, even pass this along to somebody, they were already kind of know right off the bat that something feels a little bit off. Yeah, and there's that guy right there again. Yeah, see, this one of these type of crewmates that are here already kind of understands that something feels a little bit off to it. Now, we're going to kind of figure out that Swaine's not really supposed to be like his normal self right now, and we're going to kind of see like some weird type of like, weird purplish type of colors that are going to happen around with him, just like what happened with Rusty for the last time. So here we go. Yeah, see, just exactly what happened from before. Now, since we are going to have to do this in a double battle type of way, with having both with Esther and also with Oliver, this battle is going to be like 10 times more easier than what the first one was. Because with the extra, with the extra type of helping that's going to be here, we should really have no type of problem at all whatsoever for this, for what this fight's going to be all about. So here's the nightmare, Swaine's nightmare. The Void of Restraint. Here we go. Now we're gonna go and swipe around and head right into Esther's here and gonna bring out one binge. So Kay's also gonna help out a little bit within our time too, so he'll have to go and take care of a few of the different hits. But I'm glad that we actually went and bought some new items before actually heading on into this battle, because look how much damage that we're actually doing right now. And with the help of Oliver and the Frostbite, well, yeah, with the whole Frostbite attack, it's actually doing really nice. So we're going to bring out with Bow Ranger out here. Well, we're going to bring out with Sticky, of course. And seems like Sticky's going to be able to go and take care of this. Not even a problem at all whatsoever. Going to bring out with Evil Embrace, and hopefully that at least does some sort of bit of damage there. There we go. And hopefully that works. Yeah, there we go. However, with the last Frostbite technique and Bow Ranger for like the last little swipe there, went and worked right around there, no problem. Nice, and everybody's up to a little bit of some extra levels though. Yeah, I still have to go and try to figure out where some of those star drops are going to be at, because they're really hard to go and find. I think normally to go and find a star drop is normally those deep fry enemies back over at Old Smoky. They're the only ones that actually drop those star drops at this point in time, and they're like really rare to go and find. There's like a certain type of like drop rate that happens with those guys, and I can only go and find only just the planet drops at this point. But if I can get more of those star drops, and hopefully try to get more of my evolutions along the way, we should be fine. Now, there will be other enemies that will have those type of other droppings, which they'll be more, like, commonly, like, hopefully commonly try to find around. It's just that right now, those deep fry enemies are the only ones that we can only go and try to grab at this point. But let's go and meet up with the mayor, or whoever the leader of this Castaway Cove is going to be all about here, and meet up with this guy and try to get his restraint. That's going to happen. So yeah, so it looks like our locket is glowing, so that does mean that we have to go and grab out with the restraint for the piece of heart. That's going to happen. It just feels weird every time that I keep on saying piece of heart. It just feels like I'm like sounding something that's like coming from like Legend of Zelda or something like that. But yeah, that's what they're like literally known as. Oh, so it's the governor, huh? So it's not even the mayor. But I don't think we've ever really been through this type of area yet. But there is a hidden chest, though, just right behind us. We haven't really opened it up yet, but that's like some extra, I think, milk chocolate that you can go and pass on over to your mighty character, since he does really like chocolate quite a bit. But yes, we're going to go and take the heart just like how we did it before. And then we'll just have to go and pass that along to Swaine within the next video, and hopefully get ourselves with a brand new character before the new world happens. Or the new area, the next big area that's going to happen. Okay, and with that being said in mind, I think we're going to go and end off with the episode for today, I think. And anyways, we will go and help out with Swaine. And of course, I'll see you guys then, and peace.